Final Fantasy XIII-2, the story so far. Chocobocolina!
We can catch him!
And here we go. Every one of them was unique! They all died.
Now what?
It's up to you to keep hope alive.
Yep, so that is what happened in the last episode, and it did not end well for us. So here we are. The timeline is set before us once again. We've already completed the story, and we saw that tragic ending with Sarah's death. And we actually have no idea what's going to happen next. I mean, it looks like chaos has engulfed the world. Academia has basically turned into Valhalla. So there's some crazy shit going on. But I did say that there was still a lot to do with regards to this game, and one of the things I was most interested in with this game was the idea of the paradox endings. So what we have here are 8 alternative endings to the story. Now, I don't believe any of these are canon. The canon ending is the one that you saw in the last session, but that doesn't mean we don't have some alternate endings, because we've got all of these branches in the timeline and all of these events that could have gone differently if we approach them differently. So what we're going to do is tackle these. I'm going to do my best to get them all. I will start with the easiest ones, and then we'll work our way through them, because I think of the 8, I think at least like 5 or 6 of them are actually boss battles. So we have to fight bosses a second time, but they're going to be much more difficult battles. So we'll start with the ones that don't require boss battles, and then we'll go from there. So the first one is... Right, let's talk to this lady here.
This must be the goddesses.
So this paradox scope thing, that's going to enable me to get a lot of the paradox endings. Do we have any more? I don't know if they're given one at a time. No, okay. So that was step 1. That's the first thing that we got to do, otherwise we won't be able to get a lot of the endings. The only thing is, some of them are like in the Void Beyond and stuff. I don't know how to get there. I don't know if I have to play through that whole story bit in order to get it. But at the end of the last session, it told us to go back to Serendipity, and I saw that a new one had opened up here. And I thought, oh, this is like an alternate Serendipity that I can go to get the paradox scope, because I hadn't got it before. Turns out that I think this is the DLC. So we might be back there later, depending on how things go. So now we have a paradox scope. I don't think we need it yet, because the first one I want to go to is the bit where Lightning asks Sarah to stay with her in the dream world, and obviously we reject that to continue the story. But if you don't reject that, then you get to have a paradox ending. But I'm pretty sure it's one of these two, and you can't go to these, so I'm pretty sure you need to go here first.
Sarah and Noah have changed.
I think I can get 2 in 1 here, because there's another one about... Oh shit, I've got to activate the paradox scope first. Fuck! These paradox endings are confusing, man. Some of them you just close the gate, some of them you activate the paradox scope. I'm not sure if this is how you do it. In any case, I should be able to get 2 with 1 stone here. Hopefully.
Sarah.
Let's see what happens. Right, so I've got the paradox scope activated, I've closed the gate, and I've come back to Academia, so it's like I'm basically restarting this segment of the story. But hopefully, because I have the paradox scope like activated, we should get a different outcome. So I think I have to go to Elissa, give her the graviton cores, and then when she gives me the fragment, I think I refuse, and then I get a paradox ending. So let's see how that goes. I believe I was told I'm not allowed to skip any of the cutscenes, so I've got to be careful.
Where should I live once I retire?
Shut up, kid.
I think so. And look what I found. It was lying next to the gate.
Right, so this is the paradox ending coming up. Take the artifact. No. This might be quite funny.
We have to hurry!
Are we gonna make it?
Better!
Director!
What's going on?
Don't move!
You're under
I'll
arrest.
take this.
Give that back!
Did I hear someone call for a hero? I think I did.
There he is.
Thank you. Give it up, sweetheart. We're on to you. We know everything. Like the fact that this artifact is booby-trapped.
Oh.
We also know that someone gave this to you. Someone like Caius.
So what if he did?
Snow, how did you...
Hope? Caius is on the move and up to no good. The past and the future are looking pretty bleak. Give me a hand, Sarah.
You can't just drop a bomb like that and take off. You always do what you want, even if it means leaving people behind. You haven't changed at all.
Okay, sorry. But at least I'm consistent, right?
Snow gave us some valuable information. Alyssa was working with Caius of all people.
Knew it.
If we had tried to use the artifact, Noel and I would have fallen right into some kind of trap. Caius was the one that was trying to change the events of the past. Snow's constantly on the move. There are Caiuses in the past, present, and future, and they all have to be stopped.
That Caius, I think he's serious. He means business. I try to fix the past and he just changes it back to how he wants it again. Like nothing ever happened.
Where's Lightning in all of this?
She's on the job with Saz and Dodge.
What can I do?
Stay alive. Listen, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but you're going to be assassinated exactly 3 days from now.
What?
Me?
Without you, we might as well forget about having any kind of future. Without hope, we're done for. So it's important that you do everything in your power to protect yourself.
Right.
Noel, you're on guard duty.
And what are you gonna do?
I'm going to the future to greet Caius with my fist. But before all the fun happens, I got 13 different eras to visit. There are a bunch of crystals with my name on them.
13 different eras. Not one to sit still, huh?
Sarah, come with me, okay?
Okay.
How come you guys get to do all the fun stuff?
I'll fill you in on what you missed when we get back. So stay safe and stay alive.
Yeah. There's no stopping you, is there? Go on then.
We're going there on this!
Come on, you'll love it!
And this is how I set off on an exciting and scary adventure with my hero, Snow. No one can predict how our time-traveling journey will come to an end. But the past, present, and future are all connected. And until time stands still, the future will always bring us a new adventure.
And that is the spin-off game that no one wanted. As much as I think Snow's a good character to have in the story, that is not a spin-off that I will be playing. So that's quite a funny alternative version of the story where Noel pretty much gets left behind and Snow swoops in, takes his wife or his fiancée, I forget if they're married, and they just get whisked off to a new adventure. So bit of a interesting ending, that one, but there you go. That's one we can cross off the list. Right, number 2. Right, now we need to head to the Void Beyond, and we need to accept Lightning's request for us to stay in the dream world. So let's do that. Okay, so I think we have to begin here again, because there isn't a way to travel directly to... wait, no, actually I'm missing something. Because we can't travel directly to the Void Beyond where we met Yule. And then subsequently the dream version of New Bodom. So we have to complete this little bit again. This is where not having ×4 is a pain in the ass. But I can skip cutscenes now. Before, when I was looking at the guide, it told me to specifically not skip the cutscenes, so I had to make sure I listened to everything.